A prisoner is someone whose freedom has been seized from them against their will. And all of these alternatives include confinement, captivity, and violent restraint. Long-term incarceration is inequitable and the jail conditions are horrible. Correctional facilities are severely overcrowded, which makes the problems even worse. Inmates are frequently compelled to sleep while sitting or even standing, and this is because to the lack of space. Some even take turns napping due to shortage of proper bedding. Many offenders sleep on abandoned cardboard boxes or swing improvised hammocks from the ceilings. And at least two of Manila's cells are outdated with inadequate ventilation and no natural light. In detention facilities, detainees, particularly the pregnant women, are denied of adequate medical care. Other prisons provide no medical care to pregnant detainees at all. Furthermore, funding deficiencies are a problem in detention and administration, no matter how excellent the economy is. Funding, funding for correctional institution or corrections is rarely increased. Prisons are expensive to build and to maintain once they are operational. This is particularly true in prisons, which is designed to accommodate most of the violent offenders. And as a result, rather than building new facilities, patchwork repairs are made to keep the aging ones operational.
The Philippines has the highest jail occupancy rate in the world as of 2019. The Philippines' population rested at 108.31 million people, and unfortunately, they are mismanaged and overcrowded. Prison overcrowding is one of the key contributing factors to poor prison conditions around the world. The Manila City Jail currently accommodates close to 5,000 prisoners who are classified by law as detention prisoners. Within its wall are men, women, minors, people with mental illness, and those with health problems. Prisoners both undergoing trial and convicted are mixed together in these prisons. So, the Philippine government, despite prison overcrowding, continues to improve of its prison and jail conditions. And the treatment of offenders, however, the improvement of the correction system and the inmates successful is not in the responsibility of the correction systems. It needs the support and cooperation of all society.
As of now, in the Duterte administration, the Philippines become popular because it has the highest jail occupancy in the world during the war on drugs of the said administration. That's why the different jails in our country are overcrowding. Due to overcrowding, the imprisoned here are already constructing a disease. Some example of it are fever, tuberculosis, coryza, and many more. It is spread because the delay of water, soap, and other hygiene kit.
There are three subsystems of the correctional system which serves different types of prisoners. It is those who are sentenced more than 3 years of imprisonment, those who are sentenced to 6 months to 3 years, and those who have lesser sentences or punishment. Now, in the Philippines, we use absolute pardon, conditional pardon, parole, and amnesty to limit the length of imprisonment of some individuals or prisoners. Also, the correctional system are designed or made to help our officers in controlling or managing the action of the prisoners inside the jails. We also use different programs in rehabilitation which suits the target prisoners so that we can cure them and reintegrate them back to our society. Unfortunately, here in the Philippines, we face different types of problems in correctional facilities, such as under-resourcing in the correctional facilities due to poverty and corruption. And one of the primary problems is overcrowding, which can be seen not only in the Philippines but all over the world.
One of the trends and issues that is present on Philippine jails and prisons is the presence of mayor. within its inmates. Mayors are considered as the leader of a certain group in a prison, and this is one of the main reasons why a lot of riots happen within a jail or prison. The top dogs of different groups are fighting for the spot as the mayor of their prison. That is why it almost always leads to fight between the inmates. One thing that can be considered as a positive thing about this is all the inmates will have one leader that will help them unite within the prison. But obviously, this is more of a negative trend because of the fact that almost all riots are happening within a prison is caused by this. I guess this time will tell if this trend will be able to come to its end. But I hope that it will lead to a positive change if that will eventually happen in the future.